And welcome back, everybody. Crypto Hulk Show. Do we have a competitor for Ripple? Do we have a replacement? I've got so many direct messages on my different social media. Crypto Hulk, you got to do a show on this particular one. Da 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 da. I think it's a Ripple killer. Okay. Well, we got to take a look. You know, because my social media direct messages have gotten blown up, like 50 people to 100. Well, yeah, 50 to 75 people have been messaging me telling me that this one is going to take over and we have to go over it on the show because they just can't take it anymore. What is your perspective, Crypto Hulk? Please, seriously, I need to know. Well, now let's look at this. So, yes. So let me see who showed up first. And then we'll get right to business. Oh, it was me. I showed up first. Oh, no, it's Crypto She-Hulk. Then you got Yurt Dog. What's up, Yurt Dog? Glenn T. Let's see. Good and bad and ugly, bring it. Hey, at least if you know now, you can diversify. Like, I'm not diversifying. I'm the captain. I'm going down with the ship. That'll be fine. I got some V-Chain. I'll just get along in my own little miserable existence. Let's see here. Whew, there's some people talking about some stuff. Citrus Lands. Thank you very much for that donation there, buddy. Yeah, not a zip's right. You know, if there's a quadrillion in derivatives, and if we see 20% go to XDC, just if you're in any of the three cryptos, just like I've always been saying, you're good to go. Let me see what we got here. Alfie. We got Slang is here. I'm on my way home from Nolans. He's on his way home from Nolans. So I can't set anything up at the moment. Let's see here. Danny Boy, not a zip. Wow, not a zip is having too much fun in the bathroom. I'll leave that one alone. Stephen Morris is here. Esta Aki, Lady Di is here. I've never monitored a pre-show live chat like I am tonight. I can hardly handle the suspense. Well, we're going to find out what's going on with this Ripple killer, huh? We got Veronica's here. Cornelius. Ellie Cornelius. What are you doing there, Ellie Cornelius? Sal Arena, great show last night. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've got another conspiracy one lined up. I was working on it for like 2 hours earlier before this show. Nolan McInnes. I might go over it tonight. We'll see about our time. Nothing touching XRP. XR Pizzle, and that's for shizzle. Helio Bob's here. Okay, let's see what we got here, kids. Kiddos, buckaroo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Let's start this little thing. There's the article. Fluency's. Some of you guys guessed right. Fluency's CBDC solution could bridge account and token-based schemes. Oh, well, this don't look too good. As central bank digital currency projects progress worldwide, patterns have started to emerge. XRP, XLM, XDC. One is the tendency for wholesale CBDCs, that's XRP, to be token-based, like the XRPs, okay, they have tokens, whereas the foundational layer of retail, XLM, Stellar, is often account based. Not looking too good, Crypto Hulk, for XLM. Keep breaking it down there, buddy. There's a need for a bridge between the two. Okay. To avoid operating two entirely separate CBD systems. CBDC startup Fluency. Oh, here's the side chick right here. 95% of the people who watch my show are guys, so until that female rate gets up to 50-50, sorry there. So the Fluency looks like it's the old cheating and conniving one trying to get in on the business. CBDC startup Fluency has developed a bridge solution that starts with an account-based system, provides interoperability with token-based and conventional payment systems, supports offline. Some dumbass in the comments like, well, it doesn't do offline. And I'm just like, wow, what a fucking cock. And it supports offline, okay? Oh, these motherfuckers. Account versus token-based CBDCs. Let's see what that is, shall we? Average users do not care about differentiating between account or token-based CBDCs, as they focus on the CBDC's utility rather than the back end, okay? However, two features related to token-based platforms make them undesirable for retail. Listen to this. Two features for token-based. So token-based is wholesale, makes them undesirable for retail, like Stellar. The first limitation with, I'm going to say wholesale, like XRP, is associated with offline functionalities. If a token-based, that's wholesale, which like XRP, if a token-based CBDC uses a distributed ledger to prevent double spending, offline functionality is a significant challenge. Let me repeat. For wholesale, XRP, offline is a significant challenge, but it's not for the XLM. However, token-based CBDCs don't have to use distributed ledger technology. This means XRP token itself doesn't have to use distributed ledger technology. Many jurisdictions, including the EU, require offline functionality. Looks like XRP is going to be a little bit in a jam here, buddy. Which tilts the scales towards an account-based retail CBDC. So in Europe, the EU is looking more at a Stellar or retail. Let's put it like that. Next paragraph. The second barrier concerns scalability, as any distributed ledger technology would need to be highly scalable to log every single retail CBDC transaction. See, the wholesale transactions, there's not going to be that many. But when there is a transaction, it's going to be a mother effer of a size. Maybe it's somebody sending $1 billion in one transaction, right? Whereas with retail, it's like tons, thousands of transactions. But in the wholesale, they're not going to be sending $1 billion as much. See what I'm saying? So that's the difference between the two. Retail has to be highly scalable, not as much for wholesale, okay? It has to be scalable, but not as much. Get it? Do they both got to be, like Bitcoin's not scalable. Like, that's a laughable. So retail has to be highly scalable. Retail is probably, I don't know, 100 times more scalable than wholesale. Think about all your little 7-Elevens and the gas stations, and you're getting your groceries, and that's all retail. That's got to be super fucking fast, enough to get everybody to go at once. Wholesale doesn't need to be as much. When you're moving big money, there's not that many people's got that. Well, I got that, of course. That's why I sit on the floor in an apartment, not in a studio. But I'm just saving money. I'm all about that. So let's look here at the next paragraph. Conversely, the approach for wholesale XRP is different because most banks already have accounts at the central bank. Instead, wholesale CBDCs, XRP, will likely involve blockchains and tokens to allow for the adoption. Stablecoin, sound familiar here? And tokens to allow for the adoption of distributed ledger technologies in financial market infrastructures. This would enable more manageable on-chain rather than off-chain on-chain payments to power things such as tokenized securities. There's your XDC, which is what countries like France, who bought Fedor Bank from Germany. France knows all about XRP. They bought it off Germany. I've proven that on my show, but nobody else. But I'm not a financial advisor. It has to come natural, or the Southern accent just don't sound right, y'all. France and Switzerland have been testing. France and Switzerland have been testing. What a load of shit. Bullshit meters going off. Whoop, whoop, whoop. France has had XRP since they bought it in 2016. Wikipedia shows that. Whoo, wowzers. So for 7 years, France is testing. France is testing. Oh my God. Bullshit alert. Crypto Hawk's already proven that yesterday or the day before, or whatever. But central banks don't have to provide wholesale CBDCs for distributed ledger technology security settlement. On-chain settlement could be done using tokenized commercial bank money. Privately issued synthetic CBDCs, such as Finality, Heavy Ripple Partner, by the way, or Trigger payments from real-time gross settlement. Let's go to the last section. It's called, the dark bold title is Fluency's CBDC solution. Circling back to the challenge, if a central bank chooses to provide both a wholesale and retail CBDC, they want to avoid creating a parallel system where the various types of money could be difficult to reconcile. In response, Fluency, here we go, has developed a solution that offers central bankers a straightforward means of connecting their internal networks with all other payment systems across the globe via a single issuance layer. Here's the Ripple killer, said the company in an announcement. According to CEO Inga Mullins, this account-based CBDC will offer a seamless CBDC transaction. It's going to flow between wholesale and resale on a highly scalable model. That will allow central banks to bridge the two options and solve the account versus token-based debate. We asked Fluency for more details about the solution, but didn't receive a response in time for the publication. This is where things start getting a little sticky. I'll definitely give you that. Let me look. Some people gave some donations. Donations. Where are we at here? Let's start. I know I wanted to read off that article and just get it over with. Sometimes you got to eat your veggies first, you know. You got to eat that shit. When I was a little kid, Mom maybe tried to force me to eat vegetables and stuff. Sometimes those Brussels sprouts, I tried to eat it, tried to shove it in my mouth, and I fucking vomited on the table. I had to sit there one night for like 2 or 3 hours after dinner. I ain't eating this shit. I'm not eating the fucking Brussels sprouts. You know what's weird? Like now I like them. At like 40, I started to like them. What the fuck? Salarina, thank you very much. Great show last night. Wait a second, I already read that one. I'm having a deja vu moment. I could have sworn I just read that one. Nolan McKinnis, nothing touching XR Pizzle. Thanks for that donation as well there. XRP Mama. XRP, and a bunch of fire. Blessed to be in the space with you all. This is called the Winner Circle, folks. Winner Circle. We got Ripple Rich God 589. RWT says there's tons of great white papers. Ethereum sounds like it's incredible. However, where's the funding, the partnership, who's developing? Daniel C. Thanks for the lives, Crypto Hulk. Daniel, thank you for the donations. Greatly appreciate there, buddy. John Corson, donation button still works. Whew, thank gosh. It's a good thing you tested it. That's teamwork there, buddy. Oh my God. Shimada, welcome to the members video live stream there, buddy. H-Bar and VeChain, not bad either. Stephen Moore, thanks for that donation. It says, the first super chat. Let's keep it up there, buddy. Wear out the button, buddy. No, it's fine, man. I don't mean that. Just fucking with you. Andres Escobedo. Know what you hold. Major Payne says, going to be richer than the government. Bill Higuera, I remember that name definitely. So we doomed. I'm going to go over, we're going to go over their website, everybody. Everybody. We're going over Fluency, everybody. We're gonna kick the tires, take it for a test drive. Oh, man, let me tell you my story of taking a test drive. So there was a Super Sport Camaro, Enrique Rodriguez. The button works here. That's good to know. Thanks for testing it out. I totally appreciate that one. Anytime you want to, keep testing it there, buddy. Oh my God, I gotta have a laugh because we're gonna read this Fluency article, and I don't think it's gonna be too funny. All right, so I want to laugh a little bit before we read that shit. It's gonna end up appearing downright scary. So before I got my car, my Infinity, and I couldn't get the 400 horsepower one. This was an issue. I test drove a Camaro Super Sport. They're in the same price range, but Camaro doesn't lease. Only Infinities are big leasers, Mercedes, BMWs. I'm talking about cars. I don't know. Most guys like cars. I'm a guy. If you don't, go grab something to eat and come back in a couple minutes. Major Payne gifted somebody D-Shuffle. D-Shuffle was gifted a membership by Major Payne. Thank you very much for adding somebody. Your dog's been a member for 6 months. Fluency sounds like a laxative. Well, hopefully it is. So I test drove this Camaro. There's different modes you can put it in, and if you put it in like the really high performance mode, the motor gets loud, and it just starts getting you kind of stiff, if you know what I mean. So I'm like listening to this motor, and I'm giving a little bit of gas and stuff. Oh man, I can't remember if it was automatic or 6-speed or 8-speed, whatever the fuck. I can't remember. But all I remember was that motor got loud. So, of course, the salesman had it in regular sport mode or something. We're zipping it around, you know. What I'm doing is I'm testing the sales guy, trying to see if he's like a puss or not, because I'm going to nail this I'm gonna fucking redline this car and I'm gonna drag race somebody on a test drive. But I'm trying to test him to see if he's gonna go fucking ballistic, right? And call his manager and start crying and shit like a little bitch. So I do a couple of moves on the road, right? Just to kind of get him, see what he's gonna do. He's like, hey, now, we don't pay for tickets. And I'm like, oh no, dude, I said, look, if I'm gonna lay down $50,000, I want to make sure this fucking car can do what I want. All right. Do you want to make a sale today, or do you want to try to have grandma test drive the car? Like, what? Are you afraid? That's what you do to a guy, right? Are you afraid? Well, I'm not afraid. Yeah, I change lanes a little fast, and you get all scared. Like, how are you a car salesman, man? Don't you want to sell me this car? He's like, yeah, step on it, man. I'm not afraid. I'm like, now I'm able to manipulate this motherfucker, right? So I get onto this on ramp. I think it was Roseville Auto Mall, Chevrolet. I can't remember the name of the actual dealership, but I'll think of it in a minute. But before I got on the freeway, I'm doing like 110. I'm just like, I got this car in full out race mode. This sales dude, I could tell he's starting to get scared. He was trying to nut up earlier like he's tough. So I said, okay. So I was floored the gas pedal, got up like 110 before I even hit the freeway. Just see what this dude's gonna do. And he's like, hey! I'm just like, wow. Well, the car in front of me started to slow down, or there was some traffic, so I had to like slow down, cut left and right, and pass this car. And he literally did this at one point, and he was starting to yell. I'm like, dude, I got it. And when he kind of saw what I did, he was like, how do you know how to drive like that? I'm like, man, I'm Crypto Hulk, don't you know? No, I wasn't Crypto. Actually, technically I was. Yeah, technically I was. And I did some moves like that. And he's like, hey, now, I don't want to crash in this car. So you got to cool it with all that high speed shit. It's illegal. I said, man, all right. But he didn't know. I said, okay, I'll take it off the freeway. Is that what you want? He's like, yeah, just get off the freeway. Because I'm like flying in this car. But what I didn't tell him is I'm going to try to drag race somebody on the city street. Oh, man. So I said, okay, I promise you, I'm getting off the freeway right now. Everything's cool. Don't worry. I'm just going to drag race in the city. So I take the exit, go down a couple streets. I go to a stoplight, and I see some guy in some kind of sports car. I can't remember what. And I put down the window nice and casual so the salesman wouldn't look. And I look at the guy, and I do this. The sales guy's like, what? I'm like, what? He's like, what'd you do? Were you like flicking a bee or something? Yeah. Light turned green, and I just buried the pedal and drag raced. It must have been, I don't know, 40, 45 zone. I get up to like 80, right? I'm like, dude, we beat him. And this dude's like freaking the fuck out in the passenger seat, the sales guy. And he's like, man, what are you doing? Okay. I'm going to, there we go. So that was fun. Absolutely. Let's go with the article right here. Here's the website for Fluency. Let's look at this one. Copy. Let me do a copy paste here. All right. Let's see. What is this company? If we click on Fluency and go to the main page, it shows a guy holding a cell phone. Or it could be a woman. I can't even tell. It's probably a woman. You know how that goes these days. Women are men and men are women and all that. I don't even know what the fuck's going on with that shit. It says powering the revolution of money. Next generation blockchain technology enabling universal, inclusive, seamless, and affordable digital payments. with a superior level of resistance. It says at its core, a ledger stored account based CBD solution with privacy by design, dual offline functionality when both the payer and the payee are offline, interoperable and programmability. Explore Orium. So now I'm going to click on that, explore the Orium. It says Orium Core, innovative technology built specifically to enable CBDCs with full customization, account stored banked or unbanked or underbanked. Let me scroll down. Why Orium blockchain platform for CBDC? Fluency Orium, being the flagship product, is designed to provide an on ramp for building CBDC platforms and bridging them together to existing payment networks. That's like interoperability. That's like what XRP does. They are bridging platforms together to existing payment networks, both including traditional banking and alternative. It says, what does Orium Core offer to central banks? Talks about fault tolerance, dual offline and off-chain transactions, allows payments to be executed during national disasters or other large disruptions. Talks about under innovation, talks about smart contracts, custodial, non-custodial wallets, zero knowledge cryptography. Under interoperability, it provides all required tools and protocol mechanisms for CBDCs, programmability, data availability. Let's scroll down. Fluency's Orium, revolutionary CBDC future-proof technology, enables universal new digital. It talks about, we've spent over 3 years researching and examining central banks. Other existing blockchains do not meet central bank requirements. Well, I know one that does. Actually, about 3 of them. Fully customized central bank. This next slide I'm looking at is still in that same section. Central bank is the network administrator. I'm scrolling down. Start planning now. Now I'm at the bottom of the page. I'm going to go to the top of the page and let's look at media and news, company. I'm going to go to the top of the Fluency website. There's drop down menus. I'm going to go to About Us. Our fully compliant proprietary technology is specifically tailored to bring technology. So they have Fluency Orium was created and developed for the purpose of building and interconnecting CBDC networks. Okay, so we have this woman here. Her name is Inga Mullins. She's the founder and CEO. Now, let's read a little bit of a blurb on this particular person. Inga brings a wealth of notable experience through her role as a CEO. Okay, central banks. European Central Bank as a member of Market Advisory Group, advising the Euro system on the design and distribution of a potential digital euro. Bank of England. So she was, we're not saying where she went to school or what her degree and specialty was in. We're not saying that. That's a warning sign to Crypto Hulk right off the top. She was a member of a market advisory group advising the Euro system on a design. We know nothing about where she worked before this. How many years of experience does she have? What's her skills at? See what I'm saying? So I'm tearing apart this about us because I'm just seeing fluff. I'm not seeing hardcore facts that I like. If I'm in business and I'm seeing this little blurb here, you've got to convince me that this Inga Mullins is a fucking rock star. I'm not seeing it so far. Bank of England, she advised on the technological challenges of a design, implementing, and operating a United Kingdom CBDC, United States Federal Reserve System, where she is involved with the Fed Remittance Improvement Project work group called Fed Now Pilot. So she's working in there. Okay. Well, we've seen Gary Gensler, right? So just because somebody works someplace doesn't mean they know what the fuck they're doing. All right. That's very clear with Gary. Okay, let's see here. She has over 15 years corporate experience working for FTSE 100 companies. In addition, Inga has entrepreneurial and angel investment experience running a digital assets brokerage firm. Number one, not impressed with this lady at all. Number two, uh, the next person working there, his name is Powell, whatever. He's the CTO. He's like a David Schwartz, okay? Powell is the founder and CTO of Fluency with its unique blockchain technology. The result of his Fluency development team is okay. I'm not seeing any credentials for this motherfucker. Like, who the fuck is this guy? The result of his and Fluency's development team is a solution that has all the benefits of blockchain, yet integrated within the existing financial system. Powell has extensive engineering experience building financial systems and security at tier one banks, including HSBC, Ripple Partner, and UBS Ripple Partner. Okay, so now we already know this dude's pretty much probably knows a lot of Ripple XRP ledger stuff. So that's, I mean, this guy's little blurb about us doesn't tell me a fucking thing. Let's go to the next one. Glenn Kim, managing director. Glenn brings a wealth of notable experience through his previous roles, which include special advisor to the board of directors at Prax, a bank, Greece's first digital startup. Greece? Like, seriously? What is so big about Greece's first digital startup? Who the fuck cares about that? That's like nothing. Senior financial advisor at the Federal Republic of Germany, Republic of Iceland. Okay, not impressed at all. More recently, he has been actively involved in the early stage tech startup, managing director at Lehman. Oh, yeah, what happened to Lehman Brothers? Didn't they go bankrupt? Okay, so that's not impressing me so far. Let's go down to this last clown, Zeeson Feroz. He's a former CEO of Coinbase, UK, that is, Coinbase UK, where he was responsible for establishing and growing Coinbase's business outside of the US. He's a global head of payments and social payments startup Tilt.com. Never heard of them. Prior to its acquisition by Airbnb. So he worked for a company that got taken over. That's probably not too good. With a career spanning leadership roles with some of the largest payments, Zihan has the serves as fintech. Okay, so that's like a totally generic. Here's the players. These people don't impress me at all. This whole about us. If I'm running a corporation, my about us is going to be very concise and power packed. This is nothing. This is ridiculous. So let me check some comments and we'll go to a different part of that website. Like, you got to sell me, man. Like, I don't know a lot about tech, like nothing. Let's keep that real. But if I'm not, they're showing things that are just not impressive. Like, if I was an investor wanting to invest in that, what is it called? Fluency? Like, you don't have me at interested at all. Well, I got a couple donations there, buddy. Who we got here? Enrique Rodriguez. Fluency equals Aurum, which runs on the Ethereum. There you have it. Okay. Captain Caveman, thank you very much. Too many banks and corporations are vested in the X's. 100 world banks. I like the X's. I will think of diversification. Yes. Um, Enrique Rodriguez. Again, thank you. CEO at Fluency. Digital Euro Mag at European Central Bank. CBDC Technology Work Group. Bank of England. World Economic Forum. Tech Pioneer 2020-22. Women in FinTech Power List. Senior leaders. Now that's a little more, that's more impressive looking at that one right there. But still, Enrique Rodriguez, Fluency. 20 to 50 people. Ripple, 900. There you have it. You know, the Fluency people, now I'd write a resume like for David Schwartz or something. Like this is on the fly. Like I'm just thinking, like I haven't studied this or something, but I would say worked for a major security agency of the United States government, securing the national security through cryptographic programming and this and that. Worked for Ripple Labs, working currently on a global bridge currency to facilitate transactions. Has top security clearance, actively working with almost every central bank in the world to design transferring money, revolutionizing the transfer of payments, like shit like that. Like, I would need like 20 minutes to figure out a nice paragraph or two, and it would be like if I were to write something, it'd be like, damn, that's. But the Fluency, whoever's your guys' PR person, like they need to be fired because that was just horrible. Okay. Angel Hendricks, we're in too deep. They can't stop us. So just with me digging it, I did not know anything about Fluency. I've had, like I said, all these people just nonstop messaging me, and I'm like, fuck, man. So I have not studied this. So just on my initial looking at it, you know, before I was going by what people were telling me, and as I dig in, I'm not saying it's shit or garbage, but just I'm not seeing anything that's like convincing me about this. Um, Now I'm on the page. You go to products, and you go to Orium Enterprise. So you click on that. Innovative proprietary technology developed. Okay, that's future-proof blockchain. It's a private blockchain network capable of smart contracts and designed toward implementation of CBDC platforms before public CBDCs are launched. It fulfills the G7 principles, next generation enterprise coin. Okay, the first problem I see with this shit is who are their partners? I look at two things. I look at who works for this company, and am I impressed with the connections that the employees have and the knowledge and experience gained? I know nothing about the people working there. A little bit something about the European Union, some blah 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 member committee. That doesn't tell me a fucking thing. All right. The next thing I look at, besides who are the people that made this shit, the next one is who are their business partners. So far, I'm not seeing any. That's concerning. When Ripple first started, I just showed this the other day. When Ripple first started, we have Square, we have NASA, the National Security Agency, The Federal Reserve of the United States. I mean, there's other ones too. Google, on who the fuck's working with Fluency? I'm looking at it right now. I'm not seeing it. Okay, that's very, very concerning to the crypto whole. There's nothing. It's like Bitcoin. Like, if you wanted to sell me Bitcoin, okay, with Bitcoin, okay, who's the board of directors? Well, there is none. Okay, who's the president? There is none. Where are they located? Uh, all over the world. Okay, give me one specific. Okay, just give me one city that they have an office in. Well, we can't do that. Okay, who the fuck invented it? Well, we don't know. Are you fucking serious? You want me to buy that shit? You can't answer once. Okay, do they? What's their website or their fucking phone number? Well, we don't got that either. And you expect me to buy Bitcoin? Are you fucking high? Like that's so I'm starting to kind of see this with Fluency right now. Okay. That's kind of like my initial take on this is yeah, a bunch of hocus pocus and stuff. It's a fork, somebody says. Electrician 718 says it's a fork. Let's see. Let's see. She-Hulk. Not a zip. Still nothing about quant. Now, what we got here, I got another article here. It's with Mastercard. So this whole Fluency thing, I looked into it. Not impressed. My initial looking at it, I didn't deep dive it or nothing. I know they've been around a few years or something, but my critique of it, like, there's nothing there. So the news media likes to put out all this stuff and scare people to get onto my channel and direct message me because they're terrified. And then I look at it and it's like, what the fuck are you worried about? So there's the next article we're looking at. Julie Renee is late again. Damn it. Not a zip. It's like Hulk party. Let's look at this article. Mastercard. What's Mastercard doing? Mastercard launches crypto credentialing solution. I want you to see something now. This global ID stuff is coming up. Okay. That's where this is going to go. Crypto, they realize you can't stop crypto. So what they're going to try to do is have everybody like global ID, facial recognition, voice recognition, retina scan. Like they're going to use possibly different things. We've got to somehow do the know your customer anti-money laundering. Okay. They know this. This is going global. And there's going to be like a world kind of type government monitoring all this stuff. Okay. All these, pretty soon, there's going to be no place to hide. I'm not saying we'll have global IDs tomorrow. That's the end game. With all the Starlink satellites and stuff tracking everywhere you go, like it's not looking pretty in the future. Let me start off the article. Today, MasterCard unveiled a crypto identity solution, the MasterCard Crypto Credential. The first use case is for cross-border transactions between the US and Latin America and the Caribbean that require a considerable amount of compliance. So, MasterCard is rolling out their global ID. Okay, I'm calling it that. I know that Greg Kidd, former Ripple, I showed him on the show the other day, former Ripple employee right from the beginning. He has his own company called Global ID. He's a co-founder of. I'm just using that term loosely. Mastercard crypto credential. That's the name of it. The first use case is cross border. Where are they having it? US, Latin America, and the Caribbean. That's where they're testing it out right now. Stepping back, there's no compliance if one sends a person to person payment using crypto. Okay. The primary crypto transactions that require compliance are anything involving a crypto exchange. So, what we're trying to do now is control who's sending crypto to who. All right. At the consensus event today, MasterCard's Raj Dharmaharan discussed the potential for regulated institutions and governments to start using public blockchain. So now they're trying to get the governments and everybody to use like a public blockchain so they can watch what we're doing. It says all of them are looking for an identity approach to which wallets they can interact with and what kinds of activities they can do in a compliant manner. For this type of cross border transaction, one of the challenges is finding the person to whom you want to send the crypto, especially given wallet addresses are not user friendly. And the second challenge from a compliant point of view is making sure you know who they are. MasterCard is combining its existing identity experience with the crypto compliance skills it gained acquiring Cipher Trace, including travel rule compliance. So MasterCard is running an experiment with the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean. They're using Cipher Trace technology, and their goal is to be able to identify everybody on a public blockchain. That's what's going on right now. So far, the crypto credential is collaborating with 4 wallets: Bit2Me, Lyrium, Mercado Bitcoin, and Uphold. And it aims to support developers across multiple blockchains, starting with Aptos, Avalanche, Polygon, and Solana. These might be, I've heard of the Avalanche and Polygon and Solana. Some people, my name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I know nothing about it, investing, crypto at all. Everything on the show is a complete lie. All right. If I tell you to buy something, don't buy it. Okay. There's your disclaimer. If you want to diversify, I think you ought to buy Avalanche, Polygon, and Solana. Okay. I don't know how much, but this is a real use case here. This seems very legitimate to me. Anyhow, I'll move on. Meanwhile, last year, MasterCard launched Crypto Secure, and it's to enable card issuers to flag risky crypto exchanges. Plus, the company enables banks to offer crypto trading solutions to their customers through a partnership with Paxos. And it has leaned into Web3, launching an accelerator and partnering with numerous NFT platforms. Very interesting with what MasterCard's doing in the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean. They're getting this global ID stuff all set up. They're testing it and getting it ready to go. What do we got here? Crypto She-Hulk says, give them hell, Hulk. This is from Helio Bob, by the way. And he gave you one last night via me, aka Crypto She-Hulk. We love you, teacher. Keep us all strong with your knowledge. Many thanks, and God bless you. Absolutely. Let's see. So I'm going to read some comments in here from members. No one needs a target on them. Biomad, Bigler, Captain Caveman. Kelly, never reveal your bags. Yeah. Let's see. Mike Hunt. I think you guys missed the deadline for the airdrop months ago. Veronica's phone died. Boy, that never happens, does it? Get a new phone there, buddy. Get the extra long, extra life battery pack there, buddy. Salvador Ramirez, hello to the Crypto Hulk community. Hello, Salvador. Welcome back. Okay, that'll be that. For my next show, I got some stuff on Fedora Bank again. I kind of want to go over the Meet Raphael. I think I'm gonna try to put together a show. I want to show you, and I found the Ripple from the Ripple site discussing the very first gateway from like South America to the United States to Germany. That's the first corridor ever, and no other channel on YouTube has discussed this or taught this. I'm going to teach this probably tomorrow morning. We're going to go over it. I actually will be using the Ripple website to show you. So it's coming from Ripple. They buried it for a lot of years. Now, here's the thing. I have the original website. Ripple has it now, but it's not the same. So it's the same title. A lot of the wording's the same, but there's been a little switcheroo because in the original, which is what I have, which I'm not going to show you my source, when you can click on things and it'll take you to stuff that's different. The one that actually is on the Ripple website, you can click on the highlighted blue stuff and it doesn't take you to where it's supposed to. That's the difference between the original, but I can't show you the original, but I will show you the Ripple page talking about Brazil and all that stuff and the origins. They interview a guy who was the first one. I have my suspicions on this. I don't want to give up the information. It's kind of interesting. We'll go over it tomorrow in the morning. I plan on probably having a show at 6:30 in the morning, which is in about 11 hours from now. I'm going to have a show. It'll be 6:30 in the morning Pacific time. I'm going to go over the very first gateway that Ripple has with South America to two banks in America over to Germany. That was the very first corridor made. CryptoHulk's going to show you that. No other channel has done this because they're too busy worrying about dumb shit like gold cards, fractionalized art paintings, crypto 401ks, NFTs, and all kinds of dumb shit. The court trial, all the dumb fucking shit. Okay, that's what the other channels focus on. We're going to focus on some cool stuff like what really happened in the beginning, Crypto Hulk, and give us a little bit of conspiracy. So the show tomorrow will have a little conspiracy in it, but since it's on the actual Ripple website, it's fully legit. It's not a secret. There's some things that Ripple has done that's secret, which I'll bring up in my opinion. I got a little bit of facts for that too. But nonetheless, I just want you to know the origins. I showed you the Ripple Singapore already. Nobody else touches that one because they never found. I'm the one who brought you that. No other website on crypto at all has ever gone over Ripple Singapore except this guy. Salvador Ramirez, thank you very much for that donation. You got MJV70. Definitely thank you for that one. Appreciate that. And let's see. I think that's it. Thank you, Crypto Hulk. Great moderating, CSH. You mod men. Night, y'all. Wake up, billionaires soon. Orale, orale, orale. Oh, we got a last minute one. Last minute. If you have any, if you're testing a donation button, now's the time, real quick, because the show's got to end. I'm going to put together. I've got tomorrow's show pretty much done. Now I got to find out the order that I'm going in and my main talking points. You're gonna like tomorrow's show. It's a deep dive. I'm taking it back to 2014. I'm gonna show you the origins and how all this shit started. Okay, and it's it's very interesting and maybe kind of sad for the United States at the same time. I don't want to get into too much stuff. That's for tomorrow. Top Auto Detailing drops it. My monthly donation to the man. The Hulk helps me get destroyed financially. That's my goal, Top Auto, to get you financially busted to where you're fucking broke from all these scams that I got going on this channel. It says, that's why I donate. Lastly, I have over 5 different Crypto Hulk Twitter accounts attempting to follow me. The impersonations are getting intense. God always wins. Then you got Ray. Hey, Ray. Yo, hey, Ray. Thanks, Hulk, says Ray. And Ray, thanks for that donation. Poncherello, 512. Thank you definitely for your donation there. Appreciate that. And then we got a member. His name is Carlos Valderrama. Valderrama. Member for 8 months. Thanks for the info, buddy. Yep. There you go. There you have it. Okay, we're wrapping it up today. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning in my show. I got to do some little bit of work here, maybe 30, 45 minutes to try to put this thing together. And until then, adios.